Hi, we're Nina and Julian from Travel to Escape Reality. In the last few years, we had the pleasure of traveling to one of the most amazing countries in the world, beautiful Italy. Its world-class cuisine, breathtaking landscapes, deep history, and vibrant culture forever captured our hearts and was truly one of our bucket list destinations.
We started our trip in Venice, the island city famous for its gondolas, canals, iconic bridges, and historic buildings. While in Venice, we had the chance to travel down the famous Grand Canal on a vaporetto and rode past former mansions, idyllic bridges, and interesting statues. So as cliche as it seems, we do recommend hiring a gondolier to navigate through little alleys and old neighborhoods, exploring parts of Venice that can only be seen from the water. This is a must-do while in Venice. For shopping and dining, Piazza San Marco was a popular tourist hotspot, and at the end of the square, you can marvel at the grandeur of Basilica di San Marco. A highlight of our visit to Venice was Doge's palace. The Gothic architecture of the exterior contrasted nicely with the opulence of the interior rooms. As we walked throughout the palace, every room seemed more impressive than the last one, with its ceiling frescoes decorated with gold stucco. Another place worth visiting is the Roman Catholic Church, Basilica di Santa Maria della Salute. If you have extra time, you can also visit one of the many glass-blowing factories on the nearby islands of Murano and Burano.
From Venice, we headed north to the mystical Dolomite Mountains, located in the heart of the Italian Alps. The Dolomites are a UNESCO World Heritage Site that encompass the three regions of Belluno, South Tyrol, and Trentino. Here we notice an interesting mix of Italian and German culture, language, and cuisine. We were stunned by the dramatic mountain ranges, steep valleys, and Bavarian cottages. But the most exciting part of visiting the Dolomites was hiking the various trails that took us to a small village where we went horseback riding. This was an amazing opportunity for us to become one with nature as we explored the Dolomites.
From the Dolomites, we headed south to the town of Malcesine, on the shores of Lake Garda. We walked around Scaligere Castle, which dates back to the 5th century and offers panoramic views of the lake and town below. Afterwards, we climbed to the top of Monte Baldo and went paragliding. As we soared through the skies, it felt like we were sitting in the world's most beautiful living room. Just look at this unforgettable bird's-eye view of Lake Garda and Malcesine.
Tucked away on the outskirts of the Veneto region, Verona is the perfect place to wind down and take it slow while strolling along the river. Initially, what brought us to Verona was the fact that the entire city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city has so many historical buildings to see, such as the Roman walls, Castel Vecchio, churches, piazzas, and the ancient Roman arena. But its romantic charm, quaint streets, friendly people, and delicious food made us stay longer than we had intended to. Visiting Verona was the quintessential Italian experience.
Heading south, we stopped in Bologna, the largest city in the Emilia-Romagna culinary region and home to the world's oldest university. Bologna is a bike-friendly city, so one of the best experiences you can have is to rent a bicycle and ride around, exploring and visiting all of the city's famous landmarks. One thing that we highly recommend you do while in Bologna is to take a tour of the Emilia-Romagna region and see how balsamic vinegar, Parmigiano Reggiano, and prosciutto is made. It is truly an art that's been preserved for generations, and you'll come away with a deeper appreciation of these foods. And you'll be well fed.
Next stop, we headed west to Cinque Terre, a true gem of the Italian Riviera. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is made up of 5 historical fishing villages, each with their own unique personality and terrain. Every day we would stroll through the pastel-colored buildings, savor fresh seafood, browse artisan shops, and finish every day with gelato, of course. But the best part of Cinque Terre was taking a boat ride and enjoying picturesque views of each town from the aqua blue waters. Cinque Terre is the perfect place to relax and enjoy breathtaking views of the Ligurian coast, and we highly recommend that anyone visiting Italy include it in their itinerary. After relaxing in Cinque Terre, we headed to Florence, the birthplace of the Renaissance. Given its legacy as the center of art, it's impossible to turn a corner, look at a building, or walk the streets without seeing local artists, cobblers, couture boutiques, or works of Renaissance art. The entire city is one big, living, breathing organism of expression.
A few things that you must do while in Florence are: visit the Uffizi Gallery, which holds a collection of priceless works from the Renaissance period from such masters like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Botticelli, Caravaggio, and Rembrandt, among others. Visit the Florence Cathedral, one of the most beautiful buildings in the entire city and capped by its iconic Duomo. Visit the Basilica of Santa Croce, which is the final resting place of the great minds Michelangelo, Galileo, and Machiavelli. Marvel at the famous statue of David, located inside Galleria dell'Accademia. Walk along Ponte Vecchio, a famous bridge that is occupied by merchants selling jewelry, art, and souvenirs. And my personal favorite, eat a Florentine steak, which is so big that you can only order it by the kilogram. Our next stop was to the Eternal City of Rome. When planning a trip to Rome, it can seem overwhelming when considering how much history there is, in addition to its size. But don't worry, here's a simple list of key places you can't miss. Built in the 1st century, the Pantheon with its imposing columns and circular dome is one of the best preserved of all ancient Roman buildings. The Colosseum is an architectural masterpiece and an iconic landmark reminiscent of the gladiatorial contests that took place during ancient Rome. It was always a dream of ours to visit the Colosseum, and for us, it was the best part of our trip to Rome. The Roman Forum houses the well-preserved ruins of several important government and commercial buildings which served as a center of day-to-day life in ancient Rome. Altar of the Fatherland was built to commemorate the unification of Italy for the first time since the fall of the Roman Empire under the first king of Italy, Vittorio Emanuele. In the Vatican City, visit St. Peter's Basilica. Designed by Michelangelo, it is the largest and most important Catholic church in the world, and this exceptional cathedral houses over 100 tombs of popes and former royalty. Marvel at the Sistine Chapel, made famous by Michelangelo's ceiling fresco. And before you leave Rome, make sure to toss a coin into the Trevi Fountain. According to tradition, this ensures that you'll return someday.
Traveling south, we landed in Naples. There we explored the Royal Palace of Naples, ate fresh seafood and delicious pizza every day.
We took a day trip from Naples to visit the Royal Palace of Caserta, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the largest palace in the world by volume. It is the ultimate expression of Baroque architecture and beauty. We also took a day trip from Naples to the ruins of Pompeii, an ancient Roman city that was destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Moving further south, we fell in love with Sorrento. The town itself is very pretty and has streets lined with lemon trees, little alleys with shops, and of course, delicious restaurants. The best part of staying in Sorrento is that its geographic position makes it the gateway to the Amalfi coast and surrounding islands. From Sorrento, we took a day trip to the island of Capri. While there, we took a chairlift to the top of Monte Solaro, where we caught stunning views of the Bay of Naples, relaxed at the top of the mountain, and then made our way back to the pier in a convertible taxi with winding roads and scenic views. What an unforgettable experience! One of the most exciting parts of our trip was visiting the Amalfi Coast. This is a UNESCO World Heritage Site best known for its unique landscape and coastline.
For anyone visiting the Amalfi Coast, we recommend hiring a boat tour. This is one of the best ways to travel between the different towns and see the rugged cliffs and breathtaking coastline from the crystal clear blue ocean.
Along the Amalfi coast, we visited Positano, a town famous for its luxury shops, dining, and celebrity clientele. We really enjoyed walking around and exploring the town while catching stunning views of the beach and mountains. Our final stop was to the town of Amalfi, which stole our hearts and felt like a second honeymoon. We enjoyed browsing the custom sandal-making workshops, limoncello shops, gelaterias, fashion boutiques, and artisan shops. Another highlight was visiting St. Andrew's Cathedral and enjoying the most amazing pizza at Fiore Pizza. Just take a look at the skill and love they put into every pizza they made for us. What a feast!
As one of our favorite places to travel, Italy will forever have a special place in our hearts, and we really look forward to returning once the pandemic calms down. With its friendly people, enduring culture, mouth-watering cuisine, beautiful landscapes, and profound history, travelers are guaranteed to build wonderful memories that will last a lifetime.
For more great travel content, be sure to like and subscribe below. Ciao!